Hey, how's it going, guys? Really here with two mice, one bucket. You already know. It's been a while since I've done a video. I've been a little busy, and there's been a lot of shit going on. A lot of stuff happening around the world and locally as well for myself. Business entrepreneur. I left my job a couple months ago, a couple years. Couple like pretty much a couple months ago. All right. And that's that. But yeah, so nonetheless, we're gonna be uploading this video soon, and I'm gonna tell you guys about what I've been doing and how the markets change, what's happening right now with the chances of a third world war. It's been in the book, it's been in the play for a while now. I still have a lot more to learn, but I've been dipping my toes into geopolitics and geoeconomics, and that affects pretty much the markets and prices of the stock or currencies as well. And you know what this could help for is a better position to take a long or a short, and it could have some influence on the markets, like I said, and then you could prepare and make some profits out of that. With that being said, as you can guys see in the back, it's from our personal business at Cura, trycura.com. You already know, for the best organic hemp products, full CBD spectrum. Or if you're dipping also into the Delta 8, that's something we also have, all organic, straight from the source, straight from the farm. Check it out, cura.us on Instagram as well. And with that being said, I'm gonna be sharing my screen right now, guys, and we're gonna talk about the current situation with Russia, how that affected gold once the invasion happened. We saw a spike from pre high 1800s to over 1960, I believe, and then or no, I think it was like 1980, but that was just for a few minutes before it went back down. Very volatile prices right now, but it's fun to watch and inform ourselves. Also, there's people fighting right now, fleeing their country right now as we speak, and it's a strategic point for the main powers: United States, Russia, and China, United Kingdom. Also, pues, the war's kind of been happening. We're here locally on the border of Texas, South Texas, Rio Grande Valley, and oh shit, I'm sharing my screen. Sorry, guys. There it is. Still getting the hang of this, Still getting the hang of it. I'm trying to get better. Okay, so thank you, sir. And so this is silver. I was looking at silver as well. Silver has a very good potential to hit $50 again. And with the current situation of what's happening, like I said, with the war in the loom, it's very possible we hit those prices, just because of the scarcity of it and because of the demand as well. Same thing for gold. You see this wick right here. This is when the invasion happened last week. So very, very volatile market right now on gold. It was fun to watch this as it happened on the wham, slam through it. I've been calling it. I had made a post about, I think we were at 1850 around this area right here when we tested 1870. I was looking for a pullback before we continued to the 1900. We did get a small pullback. I was looking for 1820, which is a little bit overshot, but nonetheless, we got to pull back to 1840. Yeah, to around like 1840 right here. Let me show you right here. And from there, we then got this move up to the 1900s, and then once Russia invaded Ukraine, we got this spike to over like 1980, almost 1980, 1970, and then we got, and within a couple hours it went like slam back, minutes, right? But yeah, so we saw that price action right there. Oil, oh my god, oil. There's so much to talk about, guys. Um, I will show you, okay, my friends. Bastante. Lo de la guerra también, I mean, about the war, I do feel for everyone that's, Ukraine, but I still don't understand how we're at war. We've been at war here in the border. So, I mean, it's kind of like we've been desensitized a little. Ya como que lo tenemos en mente. Aquí se matan al día, o sea, 20, 30 cabrones en la frontera. También tenemos, es un poco diferente la estrategia en el país de México, a cómo se está moviendo ahorita es como en el medio este tienes a ISIS o ISIS, ¿verdad? Y tienes a los talibanes y todos esos vatos. Bueno, acá tienes a los diferentes carteles en México. Al igual son células de crimen organizado que se mueven a través de los estados controlando, ¿verdad? Para el tráfico de muchas cosas, ¿verdad? No voy a decir qué, pero hay muchas cosas que se mueven. Y es un negocio para ellos y estratégicamente tienen que saber cómo están posicionados en la geografía del país para poderse mover mejor y hacer negocio, ¿verdad? Todos estamos tratando de hacer negocio. Everybody's trying to make money, you know, so, okay, let's start to the map. To the map. To the map. Real quick. I'm gonna show you what locally and then we'll go to Russia, but so we can focus locally real quick. Sorry, my computer's kind of slow. I got all these tabs open. Pero, bueno, lo que voy. Nosotros vivimos aquí, ¿verdad? Yo nací aquí, en Ciudad Miguel Alemán, Tamaulipas. Hermoso pueblo, el más hermoso pueblo que vas a conocer en Tamaulipas, se los aseguro. Pasen por ahí. Pero bueno, toda esta área se está disputando ahorita desde Zacatecas, Saltillo, Bolívar, frontera, ¿verdad? Pero es prácticamente una guerra aquí también. Lo único que falta es que caigan misiles ya. Pero pues traen las granadas, azúcar, traen armamento, prácticamente andan unas células de militares que se separaban a unos rebeldes, pues. Pero si eso está pasando aquí, o sea, ahora, si Rusia está diciendo que ellos podrían usar su capacidad de bombas nucleares para atacar a cualquier país que se meta o intervenga y ayude a Ucrania, ¿verdad? Entonces, si Estados Unidos interviene y hace algo, pues lo más posible es que ataquen una de las ciudades más grandes de Estados Unidos, que venía siendo Nueva York, Los Ángeles, podría ser Miami, Houston, Dallas, Chicago. Pero más que nada yo digo que irían a los costados del país porque sería lo más conveniente para ellos, ¿verdad? Si vamos a hacer el mapa aquí. Pues podemos usar este. A ver, bueno, sí. Les voy a enseñar por qué, cómo le convendría a Rusia atacar a Estados Unidos, ¿verdad? Sí, sí lo atacarían. Pero serían prácticamente todas las ciudades que están a los costados del país, porque para ellos, si vienen de submarinos, ¿verdad? O ataque naval, vendrían por la costa y lo que harían es detonar unas bombas aquí en el agua para causar tsunamis y ¡pum! Igual acá. Houston sería un poco diferente. De repente ya están en el Golfo varios submarinos porque años atrás Rusia ya venía haciendo amistad con México, ya estaban ayudando al régimen de Maduro en Venezuela, cuando también pasó algo muy similar a lo que pasó en Ucrania, ¿verdad? Con el presidente que está ahora en puesto. Ah, prácticamente Estados Unidos pagó para una campaña a la cual ellos pusieron esa persona, ¿verdad? Entonces ellos patrocinaron la campaña de la gente X. Pero si eso pasa, entonces sería lo que pasaría aquí y Nueva York. Entonces, tienes estos puntos grandes de Estados Unidos que serían vulnerables a un ataque si sí ataca Rusia. Ahora, acá de este lado, acá donde está Rusia, vamos a enseñar aquí. Pero bueno, no sé si alcancen a ver aquí. Bueno, yo me ahogo. Pero aquí Rusia, ¿verdad? Y aquí está Ucrania, Turquía, Irán, Irak, Siria. Bueno, y por aquí hay un cruce de Rusia que tiene prácticamente al Atlántico y al Mediterráneo aquí. Y de este lado, Rusia tiene acceso a India, a Kazajstán y a China y a otros aliados que tiene por este rumbo. Ahora, lo que acaba de pasar también es que primero en los primeros días después del ataque a Ucrania de la invasión de Rusia, pues Alemania tiene un contrato entre manos de una pipa que viene cruzando por aquí directamente a Rusia y prácticamente trae reservas de gas natural. Lo que ayudaría a Alemania con eso es a disminuir los costos de impuestos que están ahorita pagando por todo lo que está pasando con el cambio de energía fósil a energía eléctrica. Y todo eso está afectando a muchos países aquí, a los cuales Rusia ahorita tiene prácticamente la manga, ¿va? El as bajo la manga, porque había venido trabajando en su infraestructura de energía para prácticamente lo que está pasando ahorita. Entonces ellos ya sabían de cierta forma lo que iba a pasar. Ahora, bueno, pasó lo del COVID, ahora está pasando todo la guerra. Eh, yo pienso, mi opinión es que es tipo como un Game of Thrones allá arriba y pues ellos ya saben todo, ¿verdad? Ojalá y no haya una guerra, una tercera guerra mundial, porque pues, sabrá Dios quién va a tener que ir, si tenemos que ir, etcétera, etcétera, qué países se van a intervenir. Pero sería algo no bueno. Wouldn't be a good thing. Okay, now, guys, that's what's happening there. So with that, we see how it's affected the markets. The stock market as well in the United States. It's been vulnerable. We've seen some declines. Some of the previous moves I had made, I took my profits. I cut my losses short on several stocks I had. But nonetheless, you got to risk a little bit and be aware of what's happening, and then you got to wait. So now is a perfect opportunity to be scattering around, writing down what you want, like what you're interested in, and the opportunities that you see opening for yourself. Might be on retail, might be on tech, might be on energy. Like I said, like let's take a look at oil and Bitcoin right now. Um, oil oil forecast is predicted to be around a $4 to $5 a gallon. Down in south where I'm from, it's currently at three. I think the highest I've seen is 320. Currently 319. But I myself, I'm aware that it could possibly go to for sure 350, and then $4, and then I hope we don't go higher. But nonetheless, man, be aware of what could happen. Not only that, prices would increase in electricity as well by the kilowatt. So if you don't have a contract, or if you do have a contract with an electric company, make sure you check how much you're getting charged per kilowatt. And if you have a month-to-month contract, or if you have a year contract, because what these fuckers do is that once your contract expires, they don't call you, but they put you on a it's a plan where pretty much you don't have a base price and it fluctuates. So maybe you get it cheap, but then if something happens, like what happened in Texas last year, when we had the electric grid frozen, um, the prices skyrocketed of the kilowatt. So a lot of people got, you know, they got they got, you know, but yeah. So that happened, and so be aware of that oil prices. You can invest in it as well. Look what had happened. I mean, and I don't believe in coincidences. I believe like there's a reaction for every action. Like I said, man, these people have money. They've been doing this for hundreds of years, if not thousands of years. But just know that there are people in power with a lot of money that know this, and that's how they make their money. They make this. So yeah, I mean, look, oil. It went to negative when everything happened about COVID. When COVID started, people were paying you, or people. I mean, the oil companies were paying um for their barrels to be stores because they didn't have no value, and it was a cost. They were paying cost to maintain, to store that oil. And then look at this, wham, like, and that's within like 2 years. So if you're a long-term investor, these are opportunities you want to look for. If you do have, a good amount of money that you could put on the side and look forward to many years taking it out, then I would recommend something like that. Silver, gold, uh, you know, Bitcoin's a lot more volatile. If you could get it for cheap, I would wait because more than likely the price will decline. But right now, with the situation of what's happening in Russia, with the other banks and the institutions trying to block them from accessing international money, banks, etc., then that could cause the price of Bitcoin to go up again. How far could it go up? I'm not sure. We would have to break through the resistance as well on 57 thousand, and then 65,000, which was the previous high, or like almost 70K, right? But yeah, we will have to break that. And if we do break that, then we might see it skyrocket even more, and then we can hit that 100K, 120K, being that it will double from the last position it was in, maybe from 70 to 140. Uh, it's possible. It's possible. We don't know. Russia has been buying a lot of gold, so we just have to see how it plays out with their allies, with China and Germany as well, because it looks like I was saying recently, they condemn their actions. And I mean, how could you? I mean, China's doing something very similar by trying to invade Taiwan, and they've been doing military exercises for months, if not years already, with the intention of, I mean, they're probably going to do it at some point. And if that does happen, what is the United States going to do about it? What are they going to do to China? China is the heavyweight. China is the guy, the big guy. So if if everybody's gonna isolate Russia, even China, then it's not gonna look so good for Russia, and it might feel like it's caved in. And if they try to cut it out from the world, what would Putin do? And that's the question. Uh, I would say just live to the day, stay updated, stay healthy. COVID is still around, ain't it? Exercise, keep your mind clean, eat clean if you can. For the most part, we don't eat clean every day, but try to. You got to try to. On the US markets, also very interesting. Cannabis, keep a lookout on cannabis and tech as well. We all see all these companies took a dump right here. I wasn't some, I took my losses. Now I'm waiting. We wait. Macy's still has a lot of opportunity and upside for the good. We'll see how everything plays out with what's happening with war. But nonetheless, prices are still going to increase. There's still going to be more revenue for these companies. So, take a guess, take a gamble per se, but it's not even a gamble. It's an you know, educated guess. This is Tilray, and what could happen with all these cannabis brands. Not only, I mean, I think this one's Canadian. I'm not sure. I have to double check on that one, but there are a lot of American um cannabis companies that are, and with they could partner with a pharmaceutical company. I think there was one in talks with Pfizer, and I'm not sure if I think it was Tilray. I think it was Tilray, and I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's American. Uh, I have to double check on that, guys. But yes, and look at the price right here. So we're at $6. 2 years, 3 years from now, 1 year from now. I mean, like I said, it's up to you. This is what I do. That just go on and share this stuff with you guys. What's happening? Uh, that's the current situation right now. Let me see what else I wanted to share with you guys real quick before I get back to work. Gotta go back to work, right? Think we covered through everything pretty much. Oil, gold, energy prices, what's happening in Russia. Oh well, I didn't go into detail what's happening in Russia and why 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 they're invading Ukraine, right? So the reason Russia's invading Ukraine is because the United States and NATO were planning to make Ukraine a part of NATO, which will then give permission to them, the United States, to send anti-missile um, equipment to the borders of the Ukraine. Now, with that being said, if that were to happen, Putin's argument was that as that defense system could easily be used for defense, it could be used for an attack with the switch of a button. How much is Russia, or like, not how much is Russia, but it's something that's been going on for years. It's about domination, conquer, and control. Not mainly not through war recently, but through geopolitics. There's also some good videos I wanted to share with you if that's what I was gonna share. With geopolitics and how they use politics to influence, uh, influence like the permission and allowance of a pipeline construction through certain countries or certain states, cities, etc., etc. Check out strategy stuff and check out the strategy of economics and also the Heartland theory by McKindle. And that's a good one right there. Also, Caspian report, I would recommend here if you're interested on learning more about geopolitics and geoeconomics and how it's affected the world. And there's a lot of videos here from China, Taiwan, India, the United States, and other countries that it's interesting to me. It might be interesting to you. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Yeah. So that's on that end. Um, what else, guys? So yeah, so that's what's happening right now. That's with the charts. Um, you know, there's another pipeline that was trying to be built from Turkey to Egypt. That's one of the reasons why we saw a lot of commotion over there in the recent months as well. Um, if you guys remember, right? But yeah, so that's gonna be it, guys. That's gonna be it. Stay safe, stay happy and content. There's a lot of reasons why. There's a lot more reasons why Russia invaded the Ukraine. I think, you know, if strategically wise, it was the best option they had. It was either that or, you know, run with the risk of NATO completely taking over Ukraine. And like, if Ukraine would have been an ally from NATO, this would have been a lot different right now because you had all these other allies that would have had to intervene, would have had to intervene. There's a lot of information, guys. I would love to share more, but unfortunately, right now, I don't have the time right now. I will try to keep an update and make another video soon. Hopefully, you enjoyed this one. Like and share and subscribe, and see you on the next one, guys. Stay safe. Stay safe. And with that being said, I now leave.